on my phone from a brother from New York. Brother Aria said that a sanctuary called Adonai in Pittsburgh was shot up. Yeah. Adonai, a synagogue, was shot up in. Oh, no. He's calling me Adonai. All right. A synagogue was shot up in Pittsburgh. Keep watch at all times. Mind the door. Gadite. You put what in WhatsApp? Oh, I don't know about it. I didn't see it. Yeah. You put it in a WhatsApp at 120? Oh, of course I wouldn't see it now. All right. So what is that shooting about? What happened there? Okay. Is it well, we don't know. Is it I don't think it's Amalek today? Oh, it's Amalek, then what he sent it to me for? I said if Arya sent it to me, I don't but we don't know is that don't start cheering. We don't know it's Amalek yet. Now if it's Amalek, we can cheer. You know what I mean? But I want to see why this brother was sending this to me if it was Amalek. So but it's got to investigate, you know. But you know, the judgment goeth forth. You know what I mean. So we know that is Amalek. Oh God, that's what you know. You got Judah in here, boy. Judah say, "No, it's Amalek. We gotta have faith, brother. We gonna go forward. Put him to death." I got you. I got you. All right. But hey, listen, we live in them judgment times, man. We look forward. Scripture say we're gonna laugh at all these things. So, you know, don't feel no way us laughing about it because that's what the Most High said we're gonna do. All right. So let's pick it up. Genesis 22, verse 1.
The book of Genesis, chapter 22 and 1. And it came to pass after these things that the Most High did tempt Abraham and said unto him, Abraham. And he said, Behold, here I am. And he said, Take now thy son, thine only son Isaac, whom thou lovest, and get thee into the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains which I will tell thee of.
Right.
And Abraham rose up early in the morning and saddled his donkey and took 2 of his young men with him and Isaac his son and clave the wood for the burnt offering and rose up and went unto the place of which the Most High had told him.
Right. So the Most High said, tempted him just to try him. Said, take thy only son Isaac. He only got one son in his house now. Ishmael gone with his mom. Take your only son Isaac and what? Sacrifice him on the mountain for me. So he woke up that morning, got the wood, got everything for the sacrifice, grabbed his son and 2 young men, took his son, and is about to go sacrifice his son. Read.
Verse 4. Then on the 3rd day, Abraham lifted up his eyes and saw the place afar off.
Right.
And Abraham said unto his young men, Abide ye here with the donkey, and I and the lad will go yonder and worship and come again to you.
Right.
And Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering and laid it upon Isaac his son.
Right.
And he took the fire in his hand and a knife, and they went both of them together.
Right. So he left the young men down at the bottom of the mount. He didn't take them with him. Why is that? And they're going to start to ask some questions. What you sacrificing? Right? Because he just took his son and said, no, you stay here. We're going to go worship, and then we're going to come back. Right? So they wasn't alarmed at what he was about to go do. Right? But had they known, they would be coming against him. Not so. Right? Read on.
Verse 7. And Isaac spake unto Abraham his father and said, My father.
Right.
And he said, Here am I, my son. And he said, Behold, the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for a burnt offering?
Right. So the sun catching on. So I got the wood. I got the fire. We're going to do the sacrifice, but where's the lamb? What are we sacrificing? Read on.
And Abraham said, my son, the Most High will provide him a lamb for a burnt offering.
Come on.
So they went both of them together. And they came to the place which the Most High had told him of. And Abraham built an altar there and laid the wood in order and bound Isaac his son and laid him on the altar upon the wood.
Right. So he tied Isaac. So at this point, Isaac should be a little bit nervous. Right? Because he's tied up. His father laid him on the wood. That's where the sacrifice, set up the altar. So he knew that bad things was about to go down. All right, read on.
And Abraham stretched forth his hand and took the knife to slay his son.
Right.
And the angel of the Most High called unto him out of heaven and said, Abraham, Abraham. And he said, here am I.
Right. So that angel, he called Abraham hastily, Abraham. What do you had to stop him. Like, you about ready to kill his son. All right, read on.
And he said, lay not thine hand upon the lad.
Right.
Neither do thou anything unto him. For now I know that thou fearest the Most High, seeing thou hast not withheld thy son, thine only son, from me.
Right. So what? The Most High will what? He will tempt you. He will try you. Just like he tried Abraham. With the thing that you hold most dear to you. How much of us have that level of faith that would they be willing to do what Abraham was about to do? Right? Abraham was cold for the Most High God. When the Most High God instructed him, he did what he was instructed. That's why to this day we speak of Abraham, because there was none on the earth like Abraham in these days. Okay. That was so, that was so sure. The scriptures say he walked with the Most High, just like one of his forefathers. Who was his forefather? Enoch. And who else is his forefather? Enos, right? Who else is his forefather? Noah. Adam. They all walked with the Most High. When the Father gave them instruction, they did it. Okay. But the Father, he's not a author of confusion. He's not going to have a man kill his son. Right? Unless his son has transgressed mightily. Because when Aaron's sons transgressed, they were put to death, correct? And he told Aaron, you better don't even mourn. He didn't want to have no mourning out of Aaron. He said, don't even mourn their death. Don't even uncover your head. Don't take your mitre off. But stay steadfast in the spirit, knowing that they have transgressed. So showing how the power of the Most High is that he will try us. He will try our integrity. Okay? We have to be prepared for that. Okay? What you got? Yeah, we're going there. Hebrews 11:17. Wow. He speaks about Abraham and his faith. Matter of fact, first start with Hebrews 11:1 and 2, and then jump down to 17.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1. Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for,
right?
The evidence of things not seen.
Come on.
For by it the elders obtained a good report.
By it the elders obtained a good report. Who's the elders? Our forefathers. Because of their faith, they have obtained a good report, because they would go to the edge for the Most High God. Read on. Jump down to 17.
17.
You read 2 already?
Yeah.
Yeah, read on 17.
Verse 17. By faith.
By what?
By faith.
By faith. Read on.
Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac, and he that had received the promises offered up his only begotten son, of whom it was said that in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
Right. So what? He was about to offer up Isaac on the altar. He laid out on the altar, tied up. The knife was in his hand. He got the firewood and the fire. Right? When you send a sacrifice to the Most High, what's the operation? The operation is you get the altar, you build the altar. You put what you're sacrificing to the Most High upon the altar, and then you what? Then you kill it. Right? Then you let the blood run out into the pan. And then you what? You burn the sacrifice onto the Most High. You light it on fire. So he was in the operation of what? Of bringing his son or making his son a sacrifice to the Most High God. Read on.
Of whom it was said that in Isaac shall thy seed be called, accounting that the Most High was able to raise him up even from the dead.
Right.
From whence also he received him in a figure. By faith, Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come.
So what? What was Abraham thinking? That what? That the Most High could do what? Raise him up from the dead. So he wasn't worried about it. He said, if I have to kill him, the Most High will raise him back up. That's how much faith Abraham had. Okay? All right. Let's look at that. Sirach 44:19.
The book of Sirach, page 97 in the Red Apocrypha, chapter 44 and verse 19. Sirach, chapter 44 and 19. Abraham was a great father of many people. In glory was there none like unto him.
Come on.
Who kept the law of the Most High and was in covenant with him.
Right, and it was in covenant with him. So there was none like him. He kept the law, and it was what? In covenant with the Father. I mean, they had a pact that could not be broken. Read on.
He established the covenant in his flesh. And when he was proved, he was found faithful.
He was found what?
Faithful.
And when he was proved, he passed that proving. He was tried, and he passed the trial. All right, read on.
Therefore, he assured him by an oath that he would bless the nations in his seed, and that he will multiply him as the dust of the earth, and exalt his seed as the stars, and cause them to inherit from sea to sea, and from the river unto the uttermost part of the land.
Right. You know?
With Isaac did he establish likewise for Abraham his father's sake the blessing of all men and the covenant.
Right. So what? We inherited that blessing, that spirit that was upon Abraham. It then was passed on to Isaac. Isaac too was one to follow the Most High without wavering. Okay. This is our bloodline. This is our lineage. This is who we are. We are those that will give up things for the Most High God. We are those that if we get instruction from the Most High, that we will follow. Okay? That's how we've been from all our forefathers. Okay. Read on.
And made it rest upon the head of Jacob. He acknowledged him in his blessing, and gave him an heritage, and divided his portions. Among the 12 tribes did he part them.
Exactly. So what? That blessing that came from Abraham to Isaac was laid upon the head of Jacob, and then where? To the 12 tribes. So all the 12 tribes got that same portion of that same spirit. Everybody understand that? He gave us the same portion of the same spirit. That's why we're convicted to do the will of the Most High God. That's why we hear these commandments, we're charged to do so. People around you might be like, what's the big deal? It's a book with some words in it. We understand that this is be the voice of the Most High God. That's why the Messiah said it the best. He said, my sheep hear my voice, right? And they will follow. Right? That spirit is upon you all to hear the voice of the Most High and follow. Read.
Oh,
that's it on that? Okay. I'm looking for he that loveth mother or brothers and stuff.
Yeah, it was a synagogue. Esau went in there and he said as he was shivering the people, he was screaming anti-Semitic gestures to the people. He was saying all Jews must die. Matthew 10:37.
Okay, water. All the Jews must die. So I mean, say that again now. Tell me what happened now. Give me the info. This just in. All right. Newsflash. Pittsburgh synagogue shooter. Give him the microphone. Shalamah, give him the microphone. The microphone, man.
Oh, this part right here? Oh, okay. It says Pittsburgh synagogue shooter identified as Robert Bowers yelled, "All Jews must die," as he opened fire.
That was it. All Jews must die as he opened fire. Did he get any? You get any of them?
Yeah.
How much did he get? He got 11. That's all praises, man. All right, now you can clap. Now you can clap. Okay. All right. Now you can celebrate. All right. That's 11 people that's not going to try to. How much? You just shot him. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. But that's all right though. That's just yeah, they'd have missed everything. All right. They'd have missed everybody. They'd have shot the neighbor that lived across behind the thing. Little girl riding a bicycle in the park nearby. All right, so we understand that, listen, we don't glorify in murder, but but we understand that our enemies must receive their punishment. And in that we are gloried in the Most High God, that we want his judgment to go forth in the earth. So may this continue. All right. Huh? Yeah, we're not going to put blood on them. I know where you're going. We're going to stay on the topic. All right. But yes, it must be cleansed with the blood of those that shed our blood. All right. So we pray that the Most High continues pouring out his spirit of vengeance. Con? All right. Let's read on.
The book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 37.
Uh-huh.
He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
You see, now Abraham understood this, right? He could not love his son more than the Most High God. Everybody understand that? There were people that come into your life and you will love them. And they're tangible and they're there. But you can't put them before the Most High God. Okay? He has to be first in your spirit, in your heart. Okay? In the forefront of your mind. Once you serve him, he will not forsake you. All right? That you cannot determine that of your neighbor, your brother, your mother, because the Most High could take them, then what? But the Most High can't, he's not going to take away himself. The Most High will be there. He's everlasting. All right? So Abraham understood he couldn't put his son before the father. The father gave him this instruction, he going to keep it. All right, read.
And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me.
Right.
He that findeth his life shall lose it.
Right.
And he that loses his life for my sake shall find it.
Right. So he that findeth life shall lose it. Who loses life shall shall find it. He understood that. That's why he said, "What the Most High will raise him back up," because he already knew that the blessing was supposed to come through Isaac, and it wasn't fulfilled yet. So he said, "If I have to kill him, I know he's coming back." Because the Most High is not a man of folly. He knows that the Most High is going to fulfill his word no matter what. And that's his conviction you have to have. You got to know the Most High is going to fulfill this word no matter how grim things might look grim. But you know, nah, I keep Torah, so I ain't got to worry about it. Because he told me don't worry about it. Right? A lot of big, boastful speech is going to come out in these last days saying that we, giving man's going to give their idea on the events that are happening on the earth. Don't get moved. Know that that's the will of the Father that's just going down. And yet, you don't have to worry about it. Right? You don't got to get cans of soup. You don't got to, get underground bunkers. Any of that matter. That's not for you. The faith of the Most High, Mashiach Yahushua, is yours. All right? He said he will protect. So we know he will do so. As long as we're faithful to his word. Khan? All right. Let's go back to Genesis. Which one said which one said 11 people was killed? CNN? Which one said that they were just shot? Did them? We're gonna roll with CNN. All right. So now we got 11 dead. All right. So it must have been Edomite shooting then. Who was shooting? Who's this guy? Edom? Oh, Esau was shooting. I know Esau could shoot. Yeah. All right. Yeah. He wasn't missing nothing. Nah. He's hitting him right where you want to hit him. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the pipe bomber guy. Yeah. They caught him where? At a strip club? And he's a pipe bomber part-time? You can't make this stuff up, man. You can't make it up, man. CNN, most entertaining channel on TV at this point. All right, that's it. That's it. A lot more, lot more going on there than BET, right? More drama on CNN. All right. Yeah, pipe bomb. You said one to Robert De Niro? Yeah. Did he blow him up? No? Oh. Winston. All the Democrats? Is any Democrats in here? Let me check. Any Democrats in here? Any Republicans in here? Oh, I guess we ain't got nothing to worry about that. Well, we good. Nope. That's it. That's the only thing we are. All right. Servants of the Most High God, the Hebrew Israelites. That's it. We're not Democrats, Republicans. We're not religious. We're none of those things. Let those things be out there. Let them go kill themselves. All right. Too much people on the earth anyway. All right. So let's get back to Genesis.
The book of Genesis, chapter 22 and verse 13. And Abraham lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, behind him a ram caught in a thicket by his horns. And Abraham went and took the ram and offered him up for a burnt offering in the stead of his son.
Right, read.
And Abraham called the name of that place Jehovah Jireh, as it is said to this day, and the mount of the Most High it shall be seen. And the angel of the Most High called unto Abraham out of heaven the second time, and said, By myself have I sworn, saith the Most High, for because thou hast done this thing, and hast not withheld thy son, thine only son, that in blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of the heaven, and as the sand upon which is upon the seashore. And thy seed shall possess the gate of his enemies. And in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because thou hast obeyed my voice.
Because what?
Because thou hast obeyed my voice.
So just because of obedience, all the blessings shall come because of the obedience. You have to obey the voice of the Most High God. And once you obey, and where's his voice now? Is he going to come to you directly and come talk to you, call you up, right? Hit you in the DM, right? How are you going to hear from the Most High now? Through what? Give me verse. How do we hear the Most High now? What you got? Give me Psalms 40 and 7. That's one. Read Psalms 40 and 7. While everybody's thinking, give me verses that says how we know how to hear the voice of the Most High today. Read that.
The book of Psalm chapter 40 and verse 7. Then said I, lo, I come. In the volume of the book, it is written of me.
Right.
I delight to do thy will, O my power.
Read.
Yea, thy law is within my heart.
Thy law is within my heart. Okay. 2 Timothy 3 and 16. All scripture. What you got? Oh. Okay. What you got? All right, read that one you got. The last one I call.
Oh, 2 Timothy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I need more verses, man. I'm hearing these are kind of sharp. I need something razor sharp. I need something that when I hear that verse, just cut. Read that.
The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 16. All scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High,
right,
and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness,
right,
that the man of the Most High may be perfect.
Okay, instruction in righteousness. I get it. Mm-hmm. Right. It's about saying the same thing. Give me Isaiah 34, verse 16.
Isaiah chapter 34, verse 16.
Uh-huh.
Seek ye out of the book of the Most High and read.
Read.
No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate.
Read on.
From my mouth.
Right, my what?
From my mouth.
My who?
My mouth.
From my mouth, read on.
It have commanded.
Has commanded, read on.
And his spirit.
And his what?
And his spirit.
Read.
It have gathered them.
So out of the mouth is what? Your voice. He said, my mouth commanded what is in the Torah. So we're looking for the voice of the Most High. It is written in the book. Okay. You might read our forefathers, the angel came to them and said. A lot of us today, we want the angel to come to us and tell us. Trust me, you don't want the angel to come to you and tell you. If he come to you and tell you, he's going to tell you better do it. Right? You hope that, you prepared to hear what the angel got to say. Right? Maybe the angel came to the, what's the guy's name again that shot up the hospital? The synagogue? Bauer? Maybe the angel came to Bauer and said, kill 11 Jews. And he went and did it. Jewish people. All right? Kill 11 Khazar. I'm not going to give him that name. All right? And he went and killed those 11 Khazars.
You know what?
What?
He told her, give me $1,000 and I won't put the pictures on social media. She gave him $1,000. As he still wanted to be with her. She said no. He shot her.
All right, who's the sex offender? The woman? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she was in college in Utah. So that's when,
Oh yeah, I did see about that. Yeah, yeah. And he killed her.
she was on the phone with her mother.
Yeah, when he shot. That's right. That's right. That's right.
She said no. He said yeah. Just be quiet.
She said no. He said yeah. Well, I tell you, you couldn't be on the news, won't you? You can't get that report. You get that report of the news, boy. You're gonna be in trouble. You'll be in trouble. Oh man. Hey man, those spirits of vengeance are out there, man. Those spirits of vengeance are out there. All right, so we laugh at these things, man, because these things are far from us. And we want to keep them far from us. And the way we keep them far from us is for us to stay close to the Most High God. Everybody understand that? All right, this is the life that the wicked chose. They chose that life. That's how that life ends. It ends in folly and foolishness and murder and all kind of carnage and all these things. That's the life they chose. It ends that way. The life we chose ends with a blessing and peace. Okay, give me Proverbs 34 and 16, was it? No, 34:14. I'm sorry, not Proverbs. I'm sorry. No, right. Proverbs 34:14. You're right. I'm right. No, it's not Proverbs. It's Psalms, I think, 34:14. No, it's yeah. Matter of fact, start with 11. Start with 11, 34:11.
The book of Psalm, chapter 34 and verse 11. Come ye, children, hearken unto me.
Right?
I will teach you the fear of the Most High.
Right. The fear of the Most High has to be taught, man. How do we fear God? Some of us have that feeling in our mind, our spirit, that we ought to fear the Most High. But it got to be taught. Right? When you hear all this murder, all these things is happening out there, that's the fear of man. Right? That's people who chose to live the way man live. And that's the outcome that you get. If you want to live as man live, then you're going to live, that your judgment be by the hand of man. But if you live with the Most High, keep his ways, his laws, his statutes, his commandments, then your judgment is from the Most High. You got to determine what side are you going to be on. And once you've made that choice, now you have to be taught how to fear Yah. How to show Yah your fear, how to walk in the commandments of God. All right, read.
Okay. Let's see. What man is he that desireth life,
right,
and loveth many days?
Come on.
That he may see good.
Read.
Keep thy tongue from evil.
Keep what?
Keep thy tongue from evil.
Keep thy tongue from evil. Read on.
And thy lips from speaking guile.
Right, speaking guile and speaking lies. Read on.
Depart from evil.
Right.
And do good.
And do what?
And do good.
Depart from evil and do good. Okay. We got, all these stories coming out, CNN or, right? And people out there doing all kind of madness and wickedness. And we're going to see more and more of it as the time comes closer to our redemption, right? But when we see it, just got to remember, you know what? Let me depart from evil. It's kind of a reminder. Let me do what's good. Let me do what the Father said is good, not what man say is good. Right? Read on.
Seek peace
Right?
and pursue it.
Seek peace and pursue it, man. Go after it. All right? Seek peace and go after it. Where is peace found? In Torah. In the law, statute, commandments. That's where peace is found. That's where, what is the Hebrew word for peace? Shalom. All right? That's where shalom is found. It's found in the Torah. When you live it, you'll be at peace. Okay? But you got to pursue it. You got to go after it. It don't just happen. It's going to fall into your lap. Right? You can't be lazy with this work. Because Satan ain't going to be, he on this game. He's going to be after you. He want to pull you back out there, pull you back into the world. All right? Read on.
The eyes of the Most High are upon the righteous.
Right?
And his ears are open unto their cry.
Unto their cry. The eyes of the Most High is upon the righteous, and his ears are open to their cry. The righteous, when the righteous cry, the Most High hear. Does he hear everybody's cry? No. All right. Read on.
The face of the Most High is against them that do evil.
All right. So the face of the Most High is against them that do evil. That's why you keep hearing, you're going to hear all this murder, death, kill on the earth. You're going to keep hearing it because his face is against those that do evil. All right. You know, if a synagogue is shot up, that it ain't the children of Israel keeping the commandments of the Most High inside there. You know that. All right. You should be assured of that. Read.
To cut off the remembrance of them from the earth.
Right. He wants to cut off the remembrance of all the evildoers from the face of the earth. Okay. So that's man. Okay. Most High will put man to death. Okay. If you desire life, follow his will. Okay. Read on.
The righteous cry, and the Most High heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles.
Of how much of their troubles?
All their troubles.
Some of their troubles.
All their troubles.
Right. The Most High said he hear your cry, those that decide to keep his commandments, and will deliver you out of all your troubles. It's a big difference, man. We all might live on the earth at the same time. We're all in the world, but we're not all of the world. Everybody understand that? These are lessons in the word. We all got to go to the Publix Center, Walmart, and the Costco, and we all traveling the same streets. We all went down Broward Boulevard and maybe turned onto the I-95, or maybe we took 441. But we're not all the same. Not in the eyes of the Most High. Those that have submitted themselves unto his will are set aside. You're set apart. As Brother Bayaf made clear, separate. Right? You are separate when you do Yah's will. You can't sign up to be separate. You can't buy into separate. You can't get some money together. We went in that in the class on money, right? And can't try to say, can I buy the spirit? You can't buy that spirit. You can't buy separate. That you got to work for. That take time. It take effort. It takes sacrifice to be separate. But once you have achieved it, man, then the blessing is upon you, man. Read on.
The Most High is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as to be of a contrite spirit.
Right. When you sin, you should have a broken heart. Right? A contrite spirit. You should say, you should be sorrowful. And go forward to the Most High to ask you to bless you and keep you. And take away that sorrow from you so you could be back at peace. Okay? That's what he required. When you sin, to be broken heart and sorrowful. Read on.
Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Most High delivereth him out of them all.
How many of them?
Out. he delivered all of them out of them all.
Right. So many are the afflictions of the righteous. Mean that what? Things gonna come at you. They're not gonna destroy you. Everybody understand that? We're not saying you're not gonna have no problems. You say problems will not overcome you. You understand? You're gonna have some issues. Because we're all in this earth that's full of Satan and wickedness, but we have a place to go to. We have a stronghold. Somebody got your back that nobody want to mess with. Right? And that's the Most High. Yeah. So you're going to have problems. They won't overcome you. Read.
He keepeth all his bones, and not one of them is broken.
Right. He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken. Read on.
Evil shall slay the wicked.
Whoa, read that again.
Evil shall slay the wicked.
So you keep reading about this murder, death, kill. Evil shall slay the wicked. Being that when we see this death come about, this is something between the evil and the wicked. If you're righteous, what does it have to do with you? Be it far from you then. That's nothing to do with you. The evil shall slay the wicked. Read on.
And they that hate the righteous shall be desolate.
Right, come on.
The Most High redeemeth the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate.
Right, none of them that trust in the Most High shall be desolate, shall be without. So we thank the Most High for giving us that portion. Let's give the Most High a hand for giving us as we finish the portion, right? You read 24? Oh, Salaki, I thought we finished the portion. I'm going on to something else. All right. You're 19? My bad. I thought we were done with the portion. I don't want on to something else. No, 19 verse. We got 3 more verses. Yeah, 3 more. 4 more verses? 24. 5 more verses. Salaki, let's get these 5 more verses. My bad. I thought we finished the portion. Let's go back to Genesis 22. I don't know why we thought we finished that. What portion?
The book of Genesis, chapter 22 and verse 19. So Abraham returned unto his young men, and they rose up and went together to Beersheba, and Abraham dwelt at Beersheba. And it came to pass after these things that it was told Abraham, saying, Behold, Milcah, she hath also borne children unto thy brother Nahor.
Right.
Huz, his firstborn, and Buz, his brother, and Kemuel, the father of Aram, and Chesed, and Hazo, and Pildash, and Jidlaph, and Bethel begat Rebekah. Those 8 Milcah did bear to Nahor, Abraham's brother.
Right.
And his concubine, whose name was Rumah, she bare also Tabah, and Gaham, and Tahash, and Ma'akah.
Right, Ma'akah. All right, so learn a little bit more of our family tree here. All right, about those that was bared from Nahor, Abraham's brother. All right, so it's all part of our family. So now we give the Most High a hand for giving us a great portion. All right. All right. And to continue to edify us, with our history and our heritage, that we can know our fathers and know where we came from. All right. Without this history and heritage, Esau in the Constitution, it says that the black man, black woman, he counts us as 3/4 of a man. And a lot of people don't understand, why does he make this statement? He makes a statement that we're 3/4 of a man because he says we don't have our heritage and our history, that we don't come from anywhere. But now the Most High has graciously returned our heritage onto us. So now we can go all the way back to creation. Who can do that? No, Ancestry.com can do that. All right, they're not going to take you back to Noah. All right, they'll take you on a wild goose chase, right? Ancestries.com. What's the other one? 23andMe. Right? They're gonna take you. Everybody gonna be from Wakanda when they finish with you. That's right. Right? Right? Now they want you to go back to Ghana and buy land. Right? Back to Ghana, like I've been to Ghana. I've never been to Ghana. Right? I'm going back there for. Right? I don't know Esau to give anything away. They claiming to give it away, but I don't, unless somebody could tell you, yes, look at me, I'm at Ghana, and they just gave me this land. We got to verify that story. All right? Because Esau always talking about something is free, and then you find out it's everything but free. Right? Because he's slick with his speech. All right? He's saying free, and for the first, 3 months. Right? And then afterwards, you got Bill. You got to read the fine print. Right? But everybody want to run to Ghana, man. Nah, he running Ghana. Because he's trying to, what they're trying to do is distract us from the real goal. All right? Israel is our land, con? And the Most High is going to return his land back to his children. Ghana is not our land. Okay? So if we want to give away our land in Ghana, what about the people of Ghana? All right? What about them? What they got nothing to say about this? Mm.
But the president of Ghana, he had made that statement in the UN bill.
That what?
That they're offering that dual citizenship.
Well, I don't know. That's real slick. They up to something. Right. They said, let's bring the Hebrews over here and see what happens. Right. 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 So now they giving over land in Ghana. Anybody going to Ghana? Anybody got one-way ticket? Okay. Everybody going to stay put then. All right. We got a lot of work here to do. All right. There's a lot of work here to do. We got to wake our people up. We got to get them a place to go, a sanctuary. Anybody here for the first time? Raise your hand. You here for the first time? Anybody here for the first time? Got no first timers? All right. Hallelujah. All right. We got all veterans? Okay. I thought I saw a face I didn't see before. All right. The Most High hand. The hand went up real slow. Okay. I thought I might have missed something. All praises, Sister Thawada, for coming and communing with us. All right. And we look forward to all Israel coming together. All right. You're a family. All right. You have entered a room full of family. There are no strangers in here. All right. The strangers is the other nations. The strangers are the heathen. All right. We are the children of Most High. We are one family. All right. So we're going to serve our Father that's in heaven. All right. So all praises sis for coming and communing with us. I still don't know how to pronounce this. Is it Kayatazat? Do you know how to pronounce this? Parak? Parak? What you wrote? You know how to pronounce it? Oh, you copied it? Well, our beloved Ima sister that congregates with us. She usually sits in a wheelchair. She is back in the hospital yet again. So we want to pray to the Most High to heal her speedily and most earnestly give her peace and comfort in whatever physical trials she's going through. All right. She's a good sister. She comes faithfully. They did write down her name, but I'm not sure if this is correct. But I can get the Parak part. Right? First part I'm not sure. Kiyat Tazat. All right. I could say Kiyat Tazat. Parak is the name I see here. All right. So, but our prayers will be with the sister that she's healed speedily, and through her healing that she has comfort in her body and in her mind that she's okay. All right. So, dealing with physical ailments is rough sometimes. All right. So, any other announcements we got? There was something you was telling me about the color, but that's we're gonna do that ourselves. Okay, later. Okay. The new moon is November 7th. All right, keep that in mind. So, we'll be gathering here November 7th in the evening for the new moon. Um, what's that? All right. Any other announcements that I need to know? Maybe we should know. Hmm? Huh? Okay. All right. So, council. Yeah. He probably didn't hear you. Yeah. Yashpa. Preparation for Hanukkah. All right. So when is Hanukkah? Right? 25 days after the 7th, right? That's right. 25 days after the 7th of November, which should make it what? I'm going to look it up right now. I ain't get there yet. I didn't count. I'm not counting. I'm looking to count it I got. All right. So we're entering the 9th month on the 7th, right? On this calendar, it got the 11, got the November 30th. But the new moon, let me see where they have the new moon.
I will announce it next week.
Next week?
No one will choke it.
That's what I got, but I'm not sure here. Um, 8th, the 8th new moon. We doing it at the 7th at even? You saying the 7th at even? Or the 8th? 4:02 p.m. on the 7th? Okay. Because here they got it on the 8th. That's what it is. So it would be a day before Hanukkah. So that would be the November 29th. Work it out. All right. We'll work it out in kinds of it might be the 30th or the 29th. We're going to work it out. We'll do the math to make sure that we're on target with the new moon and things of that sort. All right. So stay tuned for the Hanukkah. But that, as for preparation wise, we're gonna probably rent a place, right, for that. Yeah, we'll rent a hall for that because it's usually a big turnout for Hanukkah. So just keep in mind that Hanukkah is coming up, and we're going to be enjoying that feast and having rent a place, and you'll learn of the Hanukkah and you'll learn about your history. All right, Hanukkah is a very significant in our history about us standing up against our enemies. All right, and us standing up for our temple and for what the Most High has given us. All right, the spirit of the Maccabees, right, the warrior spirit is what Hanukkah is all about. The people stand up against their enemy and they get the victory for standing. A lot of times we stand up and we wonder if we're going to win, but it's stand up and get the W, right? Stand up and get the victory in the face of your enemy. That's a beautiful thing. So that's why Hanukkah is such a wonderful high holy day. All right, so we're going to go into that. I guess we're going to discuss it in the council, and we'll have it out for you all by next Shabbat, the exact dates, okay? And what color theme is going to be, and all right. So, all right. Any other announcements before we close it out? Anything that I need that you think we should know? That the sisterhood is lobbying, like some of the sisters are lobbying for purple for Hanukkah. Okay, we'll consider it. We'll consider it. Purple rain. All right. Any other announcements, Drew? All right. With that being said, I'm out in Wapanya Yerushalayim, stand and face Jerusalem. Hallelujah.
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 Who's the power?
How's the power?
Who's the power?
How's the power?
Ba'ashim.
Yahweh shot.
Ba'ashim.
Yahweh shot.
Kurash, kurash, kurash.
Kadash, kadash, kadash.
Kurash, kurash, kurash.
Kadash, kadash, kadash.
Holy, holy, holy.
Holy, holy, holy.
Is the name.
Is the name.
Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Holy, holy, holy.
Holy, holy, holy.
Is the name.
Is the name.
Hamashiach.
Hamashiach.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh shot.
Kwam Abanawa Yahweh.
Kum Abanawa Yahweh.
Kwam Abanawa Yahweh.
Kum Abanawa Yahweh.
Kwam Mashiach Yahweh Shai.
Kum Mashiach Yahweh shot.
Kwam Mashiach Yahweh Shai.
Kum Mashiach Yahweh shot.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kum Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kum Yasharala.
Barakatha Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Ba'ashim.
Ba'ashem.
Hamashiach.
Hamashiach.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh shot.
Hawa'ah.
Hawa'ah.
B'Talanoam.
Talanawa.
HaShabbat.
HaShabbat.
Ba'Shalom.
Basalam.
Babakushah.
Babakushah.
Shemai.
Shemai.
Zapalayim.
Zapalayim.
Barak.
Barak.
Rawapah.
Paul.
Wakazak.
Wakazak.
Wamagun.
Wamagat.
Washmael.
Washma'at.
Akim.
Akim.
Wa.
Wa.
Akwathim.
Akwathim.
Babakushah.
Babakushah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashim.
Ba'ashem.
Hamashiach.
Hamashiach.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh shot.
Yochach.
Yahat.
Shaitan.
Shatan.
Yochach.
Yahat.
Shaitan.
Shatan.
Yochach.
Yahat.
Kol.
Kol.
Right.
Right.
Rachayim.
Rahayim.
Yochach.
Yahat.
Kol.
Kol.
Right.
Right.
Rachayim.
Rahayim.
Babakushah.
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 All praises be to the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, for his mercy truly endured forever. We thank thee, Yahweh, for giving us the Shabbat day. We thank thee, Yahweh, for returning our heritage unto us in these last days. Babakushah, Yahweh, we ask you to heal, protect, cover, make strong, and watch over the children of Israel. We also ask Yahweh that you take away from us all evil spirits, all the works of Shaitan, of Satan, that you rid his works from amongst us, that we might live in thy peace through thy Torah and through thy love that was given unto thy children. Heavenly Father, we thank thee for giving us this convocation, this gathering. We thank thee for every soul that's in this room. We thank thee for all the schools throughout the four corners of the earth that call upon thy name. Heavenly Father, we ask that you send a spirit out there as we go forth to teach thy word, to wake up all those that hear the word of the Most High and receive the knowledge and wisdom by thy voice. Let thy precepts be healing unto thy people, O Yahweh, and let them here come in and repent quickly. For the time is short, the judgment is at hand. We're living in the time of our redemption. So let all those that are made to hear this word hear it quickly, that we may be redeemed speedily. All this we ask in the name of Mashiach Yahweh thy son. Let all that have breath praise Yahweh.
Hallelujah.
Let all that have breath praise Yahweh.
Hallelujah.
Let all that have breath praise Yahweh.
Hallelujah.
Bahashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Thwaratam Yad. Aman.
Amen.
In the Most High hand. Hallelujah. There's no power like Yahweh, great King of the universe, always doing wondrous things. Let all Israel. Amen, amen, amen. Amen. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Amen, 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 amen. Hallelujah, hallelujah. From the top, one more time. There's no power, great King of the, always doing. Let all Israel sing it. Sing amen. Amen, 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 amen. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Amen, 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 amen. Hallelujah. One more time for the top, one more time. There's no power, great King of the universe, always doing. Let all Israel sing it. Sing amen. Amen, 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 amen. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Amen, 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 amen. Hallelujah. We're going to count out for a time. Let's count. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brothers, wake up. 5, 6. Hit it. Israel. 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 Let it, when I'm sleeping in my, start to creeping in my boat. In my boat. In my boat. In my boat. We're going to start from the top one more time. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brothers, wake up. 5, 6. Hit it. Israel. 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 Let it, when I'm sleeping in my, start to creeping in my, whoa, in my boat, in my boat, in my boat. All praises be to power Abe, Isaac, and Jacob, for his mercy truly endures forever. May the blessing of the Most High be upon all Israel. May he send forth the spirit of healing to our sister, our elder sister, Barak, in her time of need. And let's continue to praise the Most High. Let him remember all his children these last days. For we know only through the Most High shall all things be made possible. So we praise his high and holy name. Let's get to heaven. When I get to heaven, people gonna say, how'd you earn your living? How'd you earn your pay? And I replied with a little bit of anger. Earn my living as an Israelite ranger. I carry my Bible Gonna carry my Bible till the day I die. Let's hear it, Israel. 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 One more time, Israel. Israel. Hallelujah. 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 Praise his name. Hallelujah. Praise his name. Hallelujah. Who sends healing to all flesh. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Who sends healing to all flesh. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So praise his name. Hallelujah. Praise his name. Hallelujah. He woke us up. He brought us back. He broke us up. He brought us back. So he torn and he'll heal. Praise his name. Hallelujah. 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 Praise his name. Hallelujah. All right. All praise to all those online, logged in with the light of Zion. All right. May the Most High continue to praise the Most High. May the high praises be forever in our mouths. Hallelujah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Standing tall, looking good, preaching to the neighborhood. Standing tall and looking good, preaching to the neighborhood. Whoa, 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 whoa. Standing tall, looking good, preaching to the neighborhood. Standing tall, looking good, preaching to the neighborhood. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hallelujah.